know what to expect to have fun with a game, and by bringing that mindset to design, it really helps being able to push the design even further.
On a plusieurs choses pour augmenter le fun. On va faire en sorte de rythmer le jeu en fait, ça se traduit par la difficulté. Après en termes de variété, pareil, on va proposer des types d'interactions différentes, des passages plus rapides à certains endroits, des passages qui demandent plus de réflexion à d'autres, et du coup on va varier comme ça le type d'interaction que le jeu aura avec le niveau.
Technical artists bridge the gap between art and the other departments. We handle the technical aspects of art creation.
Tech is just our medium. It's how you get everything in the game. It's how we build the art content and it's how we make it run. Donc effectivement, il faut avoir une certaine connaissance artistique sur les process, mais aussi de savoir ce que ça implique d'un point de vue technique.
In the beginning, we're focused on creating the pipeline, workflow, and the tools the artists can
Use, but you have to understand how they work. Why they work like that? How you could make them work better. We are there to make sure that they don't have any blockers or anything not working. We debug issues for them. We look to improve efficiency.
One of the really cool things we've done was creating an iceberg. We managed to bring the snow looking real, the mix between snow and ice looking real, and the ice that has a specific translucency in one asset with one single material.
Effectivement, je crois qu'il peut y avoir des challenges techniques parce que ça n'a jamais été fait. En tout cas, de notre côté, on découvre de nouvelles choses en production. We need to be adaptable problem solvers because we have always changing tech. We get new consoles, different games will have different engines and different editors. We are going to create a procedural tools that's going to help us to create rivers and waterfalls, and you're starting to automate more and more things.
Now you can procedurally scale it or place it turned and all sorts of tricks with
this perfect hub between design, art, and programming.
It's a kind of a physical art. It's about trying to manipulate that interface between the player and the game.
Your job is to ease the player's interaction with the world and transform the player's input into gameplay mechanics.
There's so much in the way that humans move and behave and think tactically and coordinate with each other that you take for granted as a human. And every single one of these we have to meticulously put in and create.
So before even getting down to working on something, say in the engine, we do so much research. If we were working on the climbing system, we would actually go to say like climbing gyms to try and come up with a design that makes sense and really understanding what the characters on screen should be doing.
Mobile game is actually very iterative in nature. My role is to actually build the basic foundation of it so that designers can build components in the meta system.
A gameplay programmer's work is basically connecting systems together to make up the entire world, the interactions with the player, with the
game interesting. It's the thing that makes the world alive.
We really wanted to push the AI for the NPC characters in Assassin's Creed Unity. One of the things that we really wanted to do is have the characters aware of their surroundings and aware of the people around them. The player then feels really immersed in, say, Paris because there's all these things.
With every architectures made of multiple components which interact with each other.
We are responsible for creating stable and reliable services which have huge impact on the quality of the game.
I'm responsible for the development and the maintenance of online services which touch Rainbow Six Siege. Services like matchmaking, like skill rating and skill ranking, the online store.
Moi, je suis plus spécialisée sur l'aspect social des choses. Un joueur, il joue son expérience, mais il a quand même une connaissance de la communauté. Il sait qu'il n'est pas tout seul.
So an online programmer has to be transversal, but definitely with expertise in different areas, whether it's networking, security, server, but you need to know a lot of programming languages to be able to work transversely.
On travaille dans le moteur du jeu qui est souvent C++, mais on a aussi une partie de nos features, une partie du gameplay en fait du jeu qui peut être codé en Python, en Node.js, donc c'est vraiment transversal.
You get a chance to work with game designers, gameplay programmers to understand the online needs of the game. And once you understand what is needed, you start working on designing the network flows and the architecture.
C'est vraiment une symbiose entre ce que les designers vont penser, les idées qu'ils vont avoir, et en même temps le côté technique que moi j'apporte pour essayer de faire en sorte qu'avec des légers tweaks, on va rendre une feature sociale, fun, et puis
and have an experience which is never ending.
The online for one player, or 5, or 10, but for hundreds of thousands, millions even.
On monte des infrastructures online pour les jeux, pour supporter leurs outils, supporter leurs features, le jour du lancement.
When people think of IT, they think of my printer's not working, or I can't send an email, or I deleted this button from my toolbar. When we're talking, online IT, we're talking about the systems that allow a game to work. The scope of what you're working on doesn't affect an individual, it affects tens, thousands, or hundreds of thousands of people. Help us to provide the teams with some scores or some descriptive analysis that will help them solve the problem. One of the tools that we have is an autonomous deployment system. So a production team can go in and actually say, I want 25 of these servers in this cloud, or I want 100 servers on that continent in this data center. They can go directly to it, and rather than taking 2, 3, 4 weeks to get something done, they can now get it done in minutes or hours.
The team worldwide administrates over 5,000 VMs, over close to 1,000 physical machines. We have 3 main data centers across the globe.
The role as a data scientist is really to focus on the customers, try to understand them, to create value based on this data. It corresponds to gaming activities of more than 100 million users. Now we're not just working on the architectures of how we adapt to the needs of the games, but we're now innovating, we're creating tools within there. So it's not just consuming what exists and trying to adapt it to our needs. If a tool doesn't do it, we can build some performance and security. In terms of data visualization, we're using D3. We are also using Spark on top of our Hadoop cluster to try to do some parallel